You're listening to Productivity Monsters in the Morning. We are the energy vault your real estate business needs to get you up and out and excited and productive for the day. We go over trending topics and things that really matter in the market of the moment. Here are your hosts, Tiffany Hampton and Brooke Silva. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning, Brooke. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. For those who don't know me well yet, this is, first of all, I live my life in costumes. This is the best holiday ever for us in this world because it's such a great way to engage with your community and be silly. Because as adults, we don't get to be silly every day. Well, I do. But
I was going to say,
I live that way. Because that's my whole thing, right? I have 3 different L's than KW does. Mine are love, learning, and laughter. And a good day has all those for me in it. But enough about me. Let's get into why I am dressed like this. What is today's topic?
the devil is in the details. Yes.
What a unique phrase, right? So let's break that phrase down because you probably heard it. It's a quote that was actually done by an architect in Germany. I can never remember his name. It's Ludwig something, something, something. But basically the phrase means there can be hidden snags or hangups in the details if you don't have the details. So details are really important in our business.
100%. And we can go into an unbelievable amount of directions with details, but I feel like we want to stay in one particular area this morning.
Yeah, and that's about building relationships. The details are what set us apart as really good relationship builders, because that's our big thing, right? We build relationships so we have repeat customers for life. Oh, where's my Pokemon? That's a weird. All right, so there we go. It just looks like a weird tail hanging out. It's not real. So the devil's in the details. And when we get talking about building relationships in this world, I think one of the things we see often, and you and I have talked about this with many of our agents, is that we have to be human.
Mm-hmm.
Right? People do business with people they like. That's a Simon Sinek quote. And if you don't care about the details of your client base, why should they care about doing business with you?
Right. Like knowing those little things, like they have a dog named Annie.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That they have kids in college, that they have big life events coming up. Their daughter's getting married, their kids getting married, their mom's moving into assisted living. There's so many details that make you human and connect you to your community. So then let's talk about our affirmation today, because our affirmation is going to set us up for a good spot to get into those details.
Right. And it's, I help my clients by listening to their needs.
Wait, say it again, because I thought I sold things.
I help my clients by listening to their needs. And really, what are salespeople? They find out a problem.
Yeah.
And how do they find out that problem?
By listening and asking great questions.
Right. And knowing more than just what the product is. In our world, the product is the house or the investment.
Right. And the market.
Right.
And relationships and needs and wants and desires. And it's the devil in the details is such a fun topic for today because there are ways to get it. And if you're a part of KW, one of the ways in Ignite, if you've taken Ignite or you may have heard this on some of our classes or coaching calls with you guys, is F.O.R.D. So Tiffany, what is F.O.R.D?
F.O.R.D is a great acronym to remember all of the cool ways that you can connect with your people. So family, occupation, recreation, and dreams.
And it can happen so quick. You want to do a quick dialogue with me?
Sure.
Ring, ring.
Hello.
Hey, Tiff, it's Brooke with KW New England. How you doing?
Good. Hello, Brooke. Long time no speak to.
I know. Well, I saw some pics of the kids up on your Facebook, the grands, the littles. What are they being for Halloween this year?
Well, they're living in the world of Pokemon, so it's funny that, you're one thing.
Oh,
Yes.
that is so great. Yeah, Hope's into Pokemon big time because of her brothers this year. Hey, how's work going? I know you took on a new regional position. Are you loving it?
I am loving it. I love the people that I'm in business with, which is so
Oh,
important.
I love hearing that. I love hearing that. Is it making it so you have more time to hang out with the grandkids and get a house already off the water for winter?
Yeah, we actually the lake's drained. So yeah, last night we started cleaning out all those leaves and muck that's at the bottom of the lake. So in the spring it will be nice and sandy.
Great. And then last time we spoke, you were thinking about taking a cruise with the family. You guys still have that on the docket?
Yeah, we're thinking a Disney cruise right around.
Ooh.
Yeah, we're gonna try to do it between Thanksgiving and Christmas so that we're not with the crowds.
Whoa, that's so fun. And actually, one of my clients is a Disney planner. Would you like, if you haven't spoken to someone, you want me to connect you with her?
That would be awesome because, the devil is in the details.
It
And
is. And Disney's one of those places.
yeah, if I could have some help with that, that would be huge.
All right, well, cool. Tiffany, when I get off the call, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to connect you guys via email. I'm just going to confirm your email here. It's tiffanyhampton@kw.com still?
Yeah, you got it.
All right. All right. Her name is Christine. And then as soon as I get off this phone, and hey, it was so nice talking to you. Let's catch up soon.
Absolutely. I didn't ask you, how's business treating you?
So great. I have so much fun every day. So much fun.
Awesome. Well, if you need anything on my end, just let me know.
All right. We'll talk soon and then look for that email from me shortly. Okay.
Absolutely.
Click. So,
Click.
so many details, right? And the reason I have those details is because in the past, I've taken notes in my contact file with her. And we didn't talk about real estate really, a little bit. How's the house? How are these things? I knew she wanted to go on a trip with her family. I knew about her new job because I'm creeping up on her Facebook all the time. And I'm bringing value to Tiffany's world by connecting her with someone from my world.
Right.
Right. So how many other realtors are doing that? How are you following up with people using that F.O.R.D dialogue and communication to really get to know your people and the devil in the details?
Absolutely. And this is probably a great topic for another show. And yet, when you look at it, how many deposits are you making into someone's life, right? When you know that F.O.R.D conversation, you just keep depositing. So when you deposit, and then you ask for a withdrawal 7 or 10 or 15 deposits later, it's not like you're asking and being a salesperson.
So I think this is a really important to rewind. Relationships are like a bank. You just described a piggy bank, a relationship piggy bank to our friends listening. And what you just said, if I got this right, is you are making deposits when you're using those phone calls so that when you do have to make a withdrawal, you've got the deposits there to cover the cost of the withdrawal of asking for who do you know who's looking to buy, sell. Obviously not in that exact, but when you need to have those business conversations, they don't hurt.
Yeah. And let's just go on with this conversation. So let's say I made 10 or 12 deposits and now I'm ready to ask for a withdrawal.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to call you, Brooke. We're going to fast forward through the F.O.R.D portion of it. And I'm going to say, hey, Brooke, in the last months of 2022, one of my goals is to help 6 families discover their real estate goals and dreams. And I was just wondering, who in your life has had a baby, who in your life has maybe gotten married or anything, maybe have aging parents that are looking to downsize, anything that could cause a future real estate opportunity. Is there anybody out there that you could think of?
Actually, Tiffany, it's funny you say that. My son hasn't been happy in the apartment he's been living in, and he was thinking of seeing what he could qualify for as, a 22-year-old just, with a small work history. Do you think that's something he could do at this young age? He does actually have a sizable down payment, but he doesn't think he has the credit history to qualify for something.
Right. And, you know, not knowing is half the problem that we see out there in this industry. So why don't we do this? Why don't you do a group text, introduce me to your son, and then I'll take it from there, introduce him
Awesome.
to a great lender, and we'll just make it happen.
I love that. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Right. So it
So,
didn't hurt.
no.
It didn't hurt. And it's funny how people will say to you as well, wow, it's kind of perfect timing that you called because this has been on my brain. And it's actually not perfect timing. It's because our databases tell us when to call and to stay in constant contact. So if we're doing the 36 touch, if we have our emails top of mind, if we see those people are interacting with our emails on our website or through our app, it's always going to be perfect timing because the devil's in the details and you're watching for them.
Well, and they say every 11 days, they don't necessarily forget you, but they forget that you sell real estate.
Right. And that brings me to one of our favorite books. So I use this book in so many of the classes that I teach, and I pulled so much of it. And it's called SOI by Brian Icenhower. And that book will be in the show notes. But basically, what his book does is it goes to the most basic levels. What is a sphere of influence, or SOI? And SOI is truly everyone who knows you by name. But in our world, we take it a step further. If someone were to mention your name, would they know who you are? Would they know your area? And would they know that you're a realtor or in real estate? And would they refer to you? Are you the only realtor that's going to come out of their mouth? So he has some great tips and tricks. It's a quick book. There's some workbook pages in it, which I always love in a book. And it's just a lot of the basics about what it's like to build a relationship database in any world. While it's real estate based, SOI is a book you could use in any relationship world.
Absolutely. All right.
I love that. I love that book.
I think we've really knocked the devil in the details for this Halloween day.
We are. So you ready? So your coaching action was get good at the F.O.R.D, right?
Get good at the F.O.R.D.
Family, occupation, recreation, dreams. If every conversation went like that, you'd have so many details to write and add to someone's, digital file folder that you would never struggle for things to talk about the next time they pop up on your people you need to contact.
Yeah, and just to dive that even deeper, for every 100 people in your database, there's the opportunity for 3.5 transactions.
What?
So there's 3.5 people in your database right now that are thinking that they know somebody or thinking themselves of doing a real estate transaction this year. And every person out there probably knows 7 people that are thinking about real estate. So
Wow.
Being in that relationship building is only going to enhance and make your life simpler.
Amazing. That's a lot of business. So that's a great way to talk about our coaching tech action, which is to time block at the end of every day, your last half hour of the day, to take all your paper notes, all your reminders you put in your phone, all of your Post-it notes, and data dump it out of your head into your platform. And get the details out there. If it's something you want to remember a lot of people by, tag them, flag them, however your software works in Command and ours, we call them tags. So if you want to be able to find a group of people by a common denominator, we use tags. But we've got to take that time to transfer it out of our brain and put it into our data bank. So that way, when the people come up again, we have those really important details, because the devil's in the details. And not knowing things about those people, there are going to be times you pick up the phone and something happens and you don't know. It could be negative or positive on the other person's end. But the more we know, the more we can care about our community and the bigger relationships we're going to build. So that way, everybody thinks of you when they think real estate. That's what we want.
Absolutely. All right. If anyone wants more information, our contact info will be in the show notes. If
As
you have
always.
questions about what we talked about in this episode or any, reach out. We're here for you.
All right, devil's in the details. Go get them and have a
Yes.
safe and fun Halloween.
Yes, I'm sure you will. I know you will.
I have a few costume changes. We're good.
All right. Have a good one, Brooke.
Bye.